What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 406, I think, of Community Universe Mode. I do know that this is edition number 107 of Monday 2019, though, and CMV time. Yeah, we fucked up like that, fam. It might be hard to follow, but that's just how it be, my homies. So I'm a bit excited to be back, you know. I haven't done this in a week. Had a nice Christmas break. I hope you all had a, good holidays. You know, if you're Jewish, you did the menorah and what have you. But CMV is back, and we are ready to go as things are going to get kicked off with a King of the Ring qualifier. Zach Smith taking on Ryan Kent. Hope that you guys can hear me well. I got a new microphone, and I actually love it, but it's got like a weird microphone part where it's like bendy. You can bend it in any way you want. I'm not sure where I should have it, super close or out. I'm not sure, but hopefully you can hear me well enough. Hey, what up, Gamer Tribe? What up, Seth? Goat? Big Josh, and welcome back, Explicit. I haven't seen you in a minute, as the kids would say nowadays, but glad to have you back. Rise, actually in action tonight, along with Bloody Justice. They're going to be in a fatal four-way. They're actually going to be at odds. A qualifier later on in the evening. 3 King of the Ring qualifiers, along with those two. We're also going to have Crow taking on Rubik. Of course, the 5th annual CMV tournament will be this Sunday, guys. Special event. It's just going to be a pre-show match and then the tournament itself. So 8 matches in total. And the pre-show, as voted by you guys, will have Jack Dialot making his first defense of the CMV Rising Star Championship against Matseo Hume. And both of those guys are actually going to be the 2 men that join Rise and Bloody Justice later on, that 4-way King of the Ring qualifier. So they'll have a chance to feel each other out a little bit later on before they go toe-to-toe this Sunday for the championship. And here comes Zach Smith, ladies and gentlemen, with a huge opportunity. He made his debut a couple weeks ago on Fusion. Put up one hell of a fight against Damien, but ultimately succumbed to the Gargoyle of Destruction. Damien looks to go to 12-0 later on tonight when he takes on Troy Myers. Definitely looking forward to that one. Zach Smith looking amped up and ready to go. Not only does he have the chance to qualify for King of the Ring here, but the chance to defeat a legend, a future CMV Hall of Famer, and Ryan Kent. Yeah, maybe mocking Ryan Kent a little bit. I don't think anybody can pull that pose off as well as the Firestarter can, though. Speaking of, that glow in the dark belt, though. Here he comes. The one and only Ryan motherfucking Kent, ladies and gentlemen. And here you go. This iconic pose of the CMV veteran, bona fide legend, has held nearly every championship under the CMV banner. Only 2 that he has yet to have. Both of them are here on Fusion. The Fusion Tag Team titles and the United States Championship. But of course, if Kent is victorious here, he'll go to the King of the Ring. And we know what the King of the Ring winner gets is a future World Championship matchup. And Kent has formerly held that undisputed title years and years. That was way back in season 2. We're in season 5 now that Kent was the undisputed champion. But no doubt he would love to get another reign with the grandest prize in CMV. First, he's got to get through newcomer Zach Smith here, our first match back from the break. Happy 2018 indeed. And we're going to get a tweet right away here, guys, from Jack Dialop, who says, "This is great. I win this qualification match tonight, win King of the Ring, defend my belt, and become light heavyweight champion and world champion at the same time. 2018 is my year." Hashtag next middleweight champion. Jack Dialop certainly has a lot of aspirations for this coming year in CMV. Indeed, he is the current Rising Star champion, and he has the chance to qualify for King of the Ring later on tonight. Join his Baller Club ally, Chris Diamond, who qualified last week. So far in King of the Ring is Chris Diamond, Johnny Columbus, Logan Hale, and Miles Kelly. And Shanaz Andoni also did qualify last week, defeating Andrew Briggs, guys. But remember, Damian then brutally attacked the real number one Bubba backstage, choke slammed, or should I say virus slammed him onto a limo, right under the windshield of a limo. And Shanaz Andoni not clear to compete here tonight or this Sunday, so he has been taken out of King of the Ring. His spot will be filled actually later on tonight in a triple threat match where the light heavyweight titles online, kind of a double opportunity matchup there, because the winner not only will become light heavyweight champion, but will also get the final spot in King of the Ring. That'll be Andrew Briggs, Perry Heaton, and of course light heavyweight champion Kendall Wolf is Kent with that face wash right across the jaw of Zach Smith. Kent with the early advantage here. What a hard line. Big Echo, where's that video? Where's part 2? I want to see Sergeant Yuri in action. Crossbody by Kent, who is not a frequent flyer, but from time to time likes to go up high. His brother Sean over on Genesis, most definitely the more agile of the Kent family. As we're going to get a big old power slam there by Smith. We're going to look to turn things around. You know, already in King of the Ring, we have all rookies. Chris Diamond, former Rising Star champion, and Johnny Columbus, Logan Hale, and Miles Kelly, also former Rising Star champion. Ryan Kent would be they're definitely the biggest name to qualify. And that Kent laughing at Smith after guillotining him on the top rope. You know, if Crow is to beat Rubik, he would certainly be another veteran name added in. Rubik, there's vintage Kent with the single knee face breaker. I wouldn't really call Rubik a veteran, but he is a former light heavyweight champion. So either one of them would be a big add, whoever is victorious there. But then in that fatal four-way, Jack Dialop, Matseo Yume, Rise and Bloody Justice, all four of them would kind of be a wild card. And then the triple threat, Andrew Briggs, Perry Heaton, and Kendall Wolf. All three of those guys are former champions. They would be a big add as Ryan Kent looks to make quick work of Zach Smith with the Kent clash. 1, 2, 3, and he does just that. Ryan Kent is in King of the Ring. I believe qualifying for his first ever King of the Ring in his CMV career. He's a CMV veteran way back towards the middle of season 2, but I don't think he's ever competed in a King of the Ring tournament before. But he will this Sunday. Hey, what up, Topher? Yeah, Damian taking out Shanaz. We're going to find out who fills in for Andoni this Sunday in King of the Ring. Will it be Briggs, Heaton, or Wolf? And who's going to become light heavyweight champion? But Damian is going to be in action tonight. He looks to go to 12-0 when he takes on Troy Myers. I'd say his biggest challenge yet, guys. But Kent making quick work of newcomer Zach Smith, NGW alumni, and the fire starter. Definitely the biggest name in King of the Ring, no matter who qualifies for the rest of the night. Looks to become a 2-time undisputed champion, baby. Ryan Kent definitely going to be a big hurdle for anybody else to try to get over in Sunday. Here we go, guys. Up next here on Monday Night Fusion, episode 107, back from Christmas break in the new year. And we have got one half of Gen 7 and Willis Moon in singles action. Huge opportunity for him as he takes on Mr. Money in the Bank, Jacob Ziegler. A mean and rugged Ziegler, much more Ziegler if that's even possible. Of course, ever since winning that poll on CMVWrestling.com about a month ago that asked who the CM Universe thought was the biggest star in CMV today, and Ziegler won that. He's kind of let it go to his head, been bossing around Johnny, demanding to be given things, and if he's not given what he wants, he's threatened to leave Fusion, go to W even. So Samson's kind of been caving in a little bit. Looks like Ziegler might have him by this, if you will. But Ziegler, no doubt, this has been a tough season for him when it comes to in-ring competition, because he has yet to get a victory. He's lost 4 singles matches, and he's lost in Not 4 singles matches. What is he? Actually, Ziggler, this is actually Ziggler's first singles matchup this season. He hasn't even had a singles match this season, you can believe that. He started off the season in a tag match with Shane Scott, of course, and it was Shane Scott who was pinned. And then Ziggler, he did get pinned in the chamber, obviously, but then again he lost with Shane Scott in a tag match where he once more wasn't pinned. And then last week he lost that triple threat alongside Kent and King. Ryan Kent did pin him in that match. But the main point is that Ziggler has yet to get a victory this season. He's certainly feeding for one. See if tonight is finally his lucky stroke, as Willis Moon's coming out here without Eddie Sun backing him up. There's been a little bit of turmoil between the two after they lost a tag match against the ATL a couple of weeks ago. And Willis Moon was the one pinned. Eddie Sun didn't get in the ring to help him out, break up the pin. A little bit of bickering between them. But Willis Moon certainly looks amped up, ready to go here. He knows what a win over Mr. Money in the Bank could mean for him. Ah, yes, he did have that singles match against Bannon and lost by count out. I forgot about that one. Love this entrance. Sorry, I had to give it that respect until the drop. Mr. Money in the Bank, the pride of Scotland, turning. I don't know why I said it like that. Turning on his best friend, quote unquote, Shane Scott, after they lost that second shot at the tag team title some weeks ago. Cracking a beer bottle over Phil's head. Shane Scott hasn't been seen since. Certainly ending that friendship, as Ziggler looks to strike out on his own once again. Having that Money in the Bank briefcase guarantees him a championship opportunity anywhere, anytime that he wants. But Ziggler, like I said, been having a tough season. Wants to get some wins under his belt before he even thinks about going near that championship that, of course, Hayden now holds. And Hayden returning in his first matchup as champion. And our main event later on takes on the returning Paul Devine in a 2 out of 3 falls matchup. Looking forward to that, no doubt. It's going to be a great match. And a tweet here, guys, from Josh Wolf says, suspensions won't hold me back. I'm going to tear the CMV apart, and neither Kaz Sampson nor Laura can stop me. Watch your backs. Josh Wolf suspended for, 60 days, I think, after going on another rampage at Exodus following his loss to Ray Furioso. But Josh has been popping up here and there. Seems like he's not allowed on Genesis, but he's kind of scoping out the rest of the landscape in CMV. But here we go. Let's see if Ziggler can finally nab his first victory this season as he takes on the young up-and-coming Willis Moon. Of course, Gen 7 have garnered a lot of fan support. A lot of the members of the CM universe are behind him. Eddie's son usually is ringside and vice versa. Would Eddie be in the corner of Eddie, or would Willis be in the corner of Eddie? But like I said, they had a little bit of tiff, a little bit of an argument going on between them. So it seems like Son's just letting Moon go out on his own here tonight. I don't know what the fuck that was. Looked like he was going for maybe a full Nelson, but Willis kind of started to escape it, so Ziggler grabbed him with a German instead. Quick thinking by Jacob Ziggler, who now goes for just dropping him out of the vertical suplex. Some aggression being shown by Mr. Money in the Bank. Yo, what up, Crispy, my friend? Welcome, welcome. Arm drag there by Willis Moon. Looks to stay even leveled with the pride of Scotland. Beautiful drop kick, though. As the former 2-time Anarchy champion now drags Willis Moon towards the center of the ring, dropping these bows to the thigh over and over and over again. Jeez, going in is Jacob Ziggler right now. As look at this. Now getting on top of Willis Moon. Willis trying to best protect himself, but there we go. Some clean shots getting through by Ziggler. Now maybe going to pursue a career in MMA after his wrestling career is over. He's a former footballer, we know. And now Ziggler looks to finish things off, maybe going for a pedigree. No, that full Nelson, that crossface by Ziggler. Maybe a message being sent to Hayden, but wow, Willis Moon escapes the submission hold there. Of course, Hayden calls that maneuver the Hollywood Hold. That's what he used to capture the Undisputed Championship 2 weeks ago, defeating Voice Vindy, but looks like Willis Moon had enough left in him to escape out of that one. Now Ziggler, the dirty heel. Referee Murphy doesn't see his feet on the middle rope, only a 2 count. Ziggler looks a bit pissed that his cheeky, dirty heel tactics did not work there, but Willis Moon, despite being able to escape the crossface, has not been able to do much sense. Look at that aggressive takedown by Ziggler. Now goes into a camel clutch type of submission here, but again, Moon going to be able to escape nicely. Punch to the back of the head. Michinoku driver by Moon. Let's see if he can start to pick things back up. Make a big comeback against Mr. Money in the Bank, grabbing him by the arm, and Ziggler with a kick, or should I say, Willis with a kick to the chest of Ziggler, and another one. Now a big old clothesline. This is the second matchup of the evening, Diamond. Welcome. Snapmare there by Willis Moon now. Looks to maybe slow things down a little bit. Instead gets an elbow directly to the face that busts Moon wide open. Ziggler smells the blood, a shark in the water. What a reversal there by Ziggler. I'll give him a cheeky round of applause if if I wasn't so lazy. But now Ziggler with a botch flex shades of his girlfriend, the women's undisputed champion, Quinn Bell, right there. The shout out by Ziggler. Now Ziggler seems to have Moon right where he wants him, but Willis not done fighting just yet as he snaps the arm over the shoulder. Willis now closes in, blood trickling out of that gash on his forehead. Blackjack, big fan of Ziggler. Ziggler takes a second, catching his breath, making sure he's still good to go. Exerting himself a lot in this matchup. Going hard at Willis Moon. Ziggler most definitely does not want to take another loss to someone like Moon. No disrespect to Moon, but a rookie. Only had like, what, 5-6 matches already. This would be a monumental upset. Look at this right here. Axe kick by Willis Moon. Is Ziggler going to take him down? And a tweet from Quinn Bell says, that bridge, though, almost jealous, almost. Ziggler able to move out of the way of a senton there. Now takes Willis Moon overhead with a fireman's carry. Looks like Ziggler might have him right where he wants him as he tucks him between his legs and goes for an alley-oop bomb. Watch out, Murphy. Nearly got caught in the crossfire. And Ziggler now pandering, or maybe mocking the CMV universe here. He doesn't care what they think. Now into the corner. Oh, wait a minute. Tuning up the band. Jacob Ziggler. Claymore to Willis Moon. 1, 2, 3. And Ziggler finally gets a win this season, putting down Willis Moon with a boot to the gullet. I gotta say, I'm honestly surprised Moon was able to escape the crossface early on, but to no avail. Ziggler continued to dominate. A couple spurts of offense by Willis throughout, but that Claymore finally did him in. You could tell that Ziggler was desperate throughout this matchup. Just look right there, tried to get a dirty pin, but Willis Moon was able to escape it. There's the botchplex by Jacob Ziggler, pulled off nicely. And here's what finally did it. A Claymore, straight boot to the face by Mr. Money in the Bank. Beautiful. Willis Moon lucky his head didn't go flying up into the cheap seats. Look at that blood. He is busted open. Bleeding like a stuffed pig. Jacob Ziggler with his first victory this season. Gonna look to build off that. Tensions have certainly been very high between he and Hayden ever since Kitely returned. You gotta think that crossface early in the matchup was a little message sent to Hayden. We'll see if Kitely responds later on in our main event against Paul Devine. 2 out of 3 falls. But right now, Ziggler gonna savor this victory. Excuse me. Hey, what up, 702? Just for our second matchup of the evening. And our second King of the Ring qualifier. Still 2 to go. Later on tonight, we've got that fatal between Rising Star Champion Jack Dial Out, Matseo Yume, Rise and Bloody Justice, The triple threat match. That's not only a King of the Ring qualifier, but also for the CMV Light Heavyweight Championship. Andrew breaks Perry Heenan, and of course the champion, Kendall. But right now, we know the current lineup for King of the Ring is Chris Diamond, Johnny Columbus, Logan Hale, and Miles Kelly, all who qualified last week. And then we saw Ryan Kent qualify. Shadaz Zedoni, of course, did qualify last week as well, but after out by Dave, his spot has been vacated. It'll be filled in that triple threat I just talked about. Still to be in action, of course. Let's go to 12-0 as it takes on perhaps his biggest challenge yet in Troy Myers. Of course, Damian is supposed to be taking on shit in 3 weeks at Validation. The first big four of the season. Cross-brand Fusion and Genesis is going to be featured. Certainly going to be a banging event. Already looking stacked. But right now, guys, it's going to be either Rubik joining the ranks of King of the Ring this Sunday. I talked about both of them a little bit earlier. Either one of them would be quite an addition to King of the Ring because currently the lineup is mostly rookies. And then you got Ryan Kent, of course, the biggest name, no matter who qualifies for the rest of the night. But both these men right here are former champions. Crow being a former Anarchy champion, whereas Rubik a former light heavyweight champion. We know, again, King of the Ring not only gets that prestigious honor of being named King of the Ring, goes down in the history books, but also gets a future world championship match. So here we go. Crow going to be joined at ringside. Caleb Reed going to be showing his support. Oh, did I miss a Harvey Hastings tweet? I did. The United States champion says, at Jacob Ziegler, a real main eventer would have tapped out. Tag team filth in an instant. All talk, no bite, Scotty. Would tap out tag team filth. Oh, I thought he was talking about Shane Scott there for a second. And then Ziegler responded right here saying, a real main eventer wouldn't need to hire a bodyguard to protect him from people such as Troy fucking Myers. Sit down, boy. Some hostility there between Ziegler and Harvey. Harvey not in action tonight. United States champion. Here comes Rubik. We haven't seen him in a while. I don't think we've seen Rubik since Requiem, guys. Definitely good to have the Brazilian-born trombone-toting former light heavyweight champion back at it again. Going down that yellow brick road. I was about to say, though, last week, Harvey Hastings was supposed to defend his United States Championship against Troy Myers, but to Ziegler's point, Harvey Hastings introduced us to his massive new bodyguard from Sweden, Mason Ross, who obliterated Myers instead in under like 2 minutes, I think, or maybe under even a minute. Harvey Hastings going to be a part of Team King in 3 weeks' time at Validation. That big matchup announced after the huge brawl between Travis King and Paul Devine last week. Travis King will be leading Harvey Hastings, Chris Diamond, and Matt Devious into battle against Paul Devine's team of himself, Logan Hale, Miles Kelly, and Johnny Columbus. Happy New Year to all. All right, here we go. Murphy rings that bell. Let's see which of these two men is going to grab the 6th spot King of the Ring this Sunday. We're going to be live from South Carolina as Crow immediately starts things off, taking control of Rubik. Definitely the bigger guy between the two. I'd say the stronger. Rubik, a high flyer, going to be looking for maybe his clap trap or Rubik's Cube to finish this one off. Of course, Rubik going to have to be weary of Caleb Reed being ringside there. The Anarchists got their first win of the season a couple of weeks ago. They actually called out Gen 7. Look at that. Beautiful counter by Rubik into a Northern Light suplex. No pin, though, early on. Rubik knows it won't be enough to get the job done. Now a double boot stop to the midsection. And a response here, guys, by Harvey Hastings to Ziegler says, not bodyguard, close friend. And if you want to, I'll talk with Mr. Sampson. Ziegler versus Ross. I don't know if Ziegler would really want any part of that after what we saw Mason Ross do to Troy Myers last week. Now Myers has to go up against Damian tonight. I don't know what Sampson has against Troy Myers, but he's not getting some easy matches. As Rubik looks to introduce Crow to that top turnbuckle, slamming his face into it over and over again. A good 11 times in a row. Jeez Louise, Papa Cheese. Now a springboard senton, or springboard crossbody, I should say. Successfully executed. You see Caleb Reed trying to rant and rave, but Rubik not falling for it. Back suplex. Rubik obviously in big time pain as he's brought up to his feet. Now Crow looks to close in. Crow, a former Anarchy champion, a CMV veteran, would love to get in a King of the Ring. I wouldn't mind seeing either one of these guys mix it up this Sunday in the tournament. The best man gonna win here as Crow drops a reverse DDT. Caleb Reed cheers him on. And I do believe up next here on Fusion, guys, we are going to see Damien try to go to 12-0 as he takes on Troy Myers. Nice body splash there by Crow, who now hooks the leg for a pin. Will this be enough to get the job done? No, it will not. Stiff kick to the back. Going to send pain shooting up and down that spine. Crow not done. Currently dominating Rubik. And there we go. Rubik finally gets a nice reversal. Slips through the thighs of that head scissors. Now shoots in, but immediately Crow's there waiting for him. Tosses him overhead with the fireman's carry. Overhand, gonna rock him now. Crow puts him up on the shoulders. Dropping him on that top rope. Now Crow goes for a kick to the midsection, maybe looking to set up that rocket kick, but Rubik instead with a knee bar cinched in here. Rubik not much of a submission specialist, but tries his luck there. Unfortunately backfires. Crow with a big boot straight to the face now. It looks to continue the attack. Rubik pops back up, slams him face first into the mat. Wrenching that arm. As now Rubik with a desperation pin. Not even a 1 count, though, for the former light heavyweight champion. Like I said, we haven't seen Rubik since Requiem. A good 4 weeks he's had off, enjoying that break. Hopefully no ring rust on him. I mean, so far it looks like there might be, because Crow is just having his way with him. Reverse DDT once again by Crow. Stomp down out of that face. With Caleb Reed continuing to support him ringside, playing the role of cheerleader here. Rubik with an arm drag though. Nice counter. Now let's see if he can capitalize on it. Take it home. Big knee across the head. I did not see you drop 20 bucks. 702, but bless. I didn't see it in chat. I didn't get a notification. Did you do it in bits? I should have seen the bits. I didn't see that though. But thank you either way. Bless. Oh, catches the kick. Does Crow Dragon Skidder. The first Dragon of 2018. Popping off here. Now looks for a vertical suplex, but a punch to the midsection by Rubik. The trombone tote Brazilian now looks to bring it home, maybe. No, nice counter by Crow. The same reversal that Rubik made earlier in the matchup. Oh, PayPal. Yeah, I don't get alerts for PayPal, so I wouldn't have known that. But thank you. Appreciate it. Single knee gut buster there by Crow, but a rope break. Lucky positioning for Rubik. Hey, what up, Rick Fury? My friend, welcome to the stream. Rick Fury, that's kind of weird. We have 2 people in CMV named Rick and Fury. Is that a joint account? Are you, that's weird. A little bit creeped out, but welcome, my friend. As we look to see which one of these guys gets into King of the Ring this Sunday. They've been competitive back and forth. Now early on, Crow was dominating. Rubik starting to make some reversals, but just as I say that, flapjack off of the fireman's carry, going to turn things around. Down on one knee, Crow huffing and puffing, finding it hard to keep on going. Up to the top rope, we might get vintage Crow here. Oh, there it is! Swanton bomb! Into the pit, will that do it? 1, 2... No, Rubik able to survive that close-ass kick out. No one wants on the line, obviously, but look at Crow goes right back up to the top rope, says, all right, fam, I'll give you another. Yeah, oh no, this time a body splash. Not even go for the pin after that, though. Goes for another suplex, once again stalled. Rubik has those suplexes well scouted in this matchup. Single underhook facebuster attempted. So many nice reversals in this matchup. Rubik certainly still trying to recuperate from that Swanton bomb. Crow leading him on the second rope. Watch out, Murphy. Rebounds. Bam! Just avalanche. Like a leg drop, really. Right to the back. And now just staring at Rubik. Crow concocting some sort of way to try to bring this match up to an end. Takes too long, though. Rubik lures him in. Reverse DDT. But look at Caleb Reed up on the apron. But Rubik again doesn't fall for it. He did for a second, but then he was like, nah. Caleb said something about new trombones on sale, but Rubik quickly realized what he was trying to play at. Up to the top rope now. Crow, thanks to the distraction by Caleb, might have this match won. Swanton bomb into the pin. 1, 2. Oh, Rubik again. Kicks out of a second. Swanton bomb. Crow looks to be a bit livid. I don't blame him. Caleb can't believe it ringside. Twice now Rubik has defied the odds. As the trombone tone Brazilian with a reverse STO. It might have just knocked Crow's lights out. Rubik knows it. Double boot stomp. Gonna prop him up into a seated position. Kick to the chest. That vintage Borton combo. The former light heavyweight champion now. Looks for another single unhook. This time he's gonna get it. Into the pin too. 1. Only a 1 count. Oh, I thought Rubik was maybe going to go to the top rope. Show Crow how to properly hit a spectacular maneuver. Maybe that clap trap. But instead off the second turnbuckle, horribly calculated that. I don't even know what he was trying for. I think maybe a blockbuster. Botched it to high hell. Now I think he might have tried for a sig there. I'm not too sure. But look at Crow going to capitalize. Rocket kick. We just saw Ziggler finish off Willis Moon with a rocket kick on Claymore. Crow gonna let out a mighty roar. Doesn't seem to think that'll be enough to finish off Rubik after the former light heavyweight champion has kicked out of 2 Swanton bombs. Now a Northern Lights suplex into the bridge. That should be a rope break, and it is. Good call by Murphy. Now Crow making the mistake of just watching. Rubik goes to the apron. What the hell is Crow doing? Oh, going to the top rope. It's taking the long way. But unfortunately for Crow, Rubik begins to stir. Crow has to drop down. Action roll by Rubik to get out of the way. Now face to knee. But a knocks a couple of teeth out as Rubik with a Lysol. Picture perfect. Looked like it came straight out of the textbook. Caleb Reed arguing with referee Murphy here. I don't know about what. Caleb Reed certainly been very vocal in this match. If I were Murphy, I would have ejected him by now. And Crow once again just looking at Rubik, and again giving Rubik too much time. Reverse DDT. Rubik now might be looking to close in on the victory. Punch his ticket to King of the Ring this Sunday. Belly to belly, though, by Crow. Gets himself back into the driver's seat. What a matchup this has been. It started off with Crow dominating. Now it's very back and forth. A lot of great reversals, but the end might be nigh. Will the third time be the charm? Crow with the Swanton bomb. 1, 2, 3, and Crow is going to King of the Ring. 3 Swanton bombs it took. But Crow finally does the deed, gets the Uno Dos Tres, and is the 6th man in King of the Ring. So now the lineup consists of Chris Diamond, Johnny Columbus, Logan Hill, Miles, Kelly, Ryan Kent, and Crow. Still 2 more qualifiers. Find out who the 2 final men will be. That fatal 4-way, then the triple threat. Croton bomb. Yeah, it took 3 of them. Now Rubik's going to go try to find that trombone sale that Caleb was talking about. Hey, what up, JT Fury, my friend? Welcome. First time in the chat. Glad to have you. One of the newest signings to Monday Night Fusion. Going to be debuting next week. Looking forward to that. But right now, Crow going to celebrate this big win for himself, of course. Caleb happy for him ringside. But Crow's going to be going it alone this Sunday. Hey, what up, my friend? What up, Red? Oh, excuse me. Before we get back to some more King of the Ring qualifiers with that fatal 4-way, Jack Dialop, Maceo Hume, excuse me, Rise in Bloody Justice. And then, of course, not only for a King of the Ring spot, but also for the light heavyweight championship. Andrew breaks Perry Heenan and, of course, champion Kendall Wolf. We've also got that huge main event still to come. Hayden in action for the first time as champion takes on Paul Devon, who's back in the ring for the first time in 3 weeks after being attacked brutally, remember, last month by Travis King. Going to be 2 out of 3 falls as voted by the CMV universe. But first, we're about to see if Damian can go to 12-0. Really first taste his first defeat at the hands of Troy Myers. Myers, of course, who last week was supposed to get a United States Championship opportunity, because remember the week prior he won a fatal 4-way shot, but Harvey Hastings pulled the old switcheroo last week, instead put in his new bodyguard, as he called him, his quote-unquote close friend. Mason Ross just obliterated Myers in under a minute. Certainly Harvey Hastings knows how to pick him, that monster from Sweden. But Troy Myers, no doubt, has got to be down on himself right now. Not feeling too great about what happened last week. Now Johnny Sampson not even maybe giving him a week off or giving him an even opponent. No, gonna stick him against Damian, who currently sits at 11-0. The Gargoyle of Destruction, unbeaten, and what he did to Shanaz Andoni last week was simply appalling. Mauled the real number 1 Bubba. Ended up virus slamming him right out of the windshield of a limo. And of course, Shanaz, because of that, losing his King of the Ring spot. And Damian's supposed to be going one-on-one with Shanaz Andoni in 3 weeks of validation, but who knows if Andoni's even going to be able to make it there now. He's certainly not clear to compete here this Sunday, obviously. I'm going to say Shanaz Andoni be Damian's biggest test. Hopefully, Shanaz will recuperate in time to try to get his revenge. But to date, Troy Myers is certainly going to be quite a test for Damian. Myers, a former Anarchy and United States champion. Myers ain't no pushover. CMV veteran, I'd call him at this point. Nearly 2 years in his career. For the better part, for the first year and a half or so, Troy Myers even called himself the ultimate jobber. But the past 6 months, Troy has really proved himself. All started, I think, at Homecoming when he first won the Anarchy Championship. Then he beat Reese Matthews at Ascendance, and of course, started off the season winning the United States title. His reign didn't last long, sure, but still, he beat Harvey. He won the belt. Troy has most definitely pulled off some huge upsets in the past, so we nearly saw him pull off a huge upset just a couple of weeks ago. A live event, he fought Hayden, and he had Hayden on the ropes. So you could never count out Troy Myers. As here he comes, the painkiller. Fucking. Myers certainly looking amped up and ready to go here. He can't get down on his own luck at what happened last week. He was screwed. Now he's got to get past that. I would still love to see that rubber match, by the way, between Myers and Harvey. Kind of robbed of that last week thanks to Hastings shenanigans. But this would be a great way for Myers to get back on track, to bring the undefeated streak of Damian to an end. Be the one behind 11-1. Hey, what up, Batman? 4th matchup of the evening here on the return show. Monday Night Fusion number 107 in the new year. Still a lot to get to as we're about to see the Gargoyle of Destruction and Troy Myers toe-to-toe. Will it be 12-0 when the dust settles? Or will Damian have his first taste of defeat? We're about to find out. Let's get it on. Damian, Troy Myers. Murphy gonna ring that bell, and it is on. Damian has had 11 matches in his CMV career. Only 2 of them have lasted longer than 2 minutes. That was a matchup he had against oh my God. He had a matchup against JJ King and then Zach Smith a couple weeks ago. Those 2 matches lasted, I think, 5 minutes. The 9 others did not last longer than 2 minutes. Nobody's really been able to hang with Damian as he is just tearing into Myers. right from the get-go here, good God. There we go. Myers finally showed a bit of lawbreaker, pouncing on Damien. Let's see which statistic Troy Myers falls into here, if he can maybe go the longest yet with Damien, or maybe even defeat him. Irish whip, big man rebounds right into the clothesline, attempted, but ducks it right into a knee smash, though. Damien walks from behind, stopping that quad. Reverse DDT down onto the knee. The former Anarchy and United States champion now. Grabbing Damien by the back of his head. Leans him up against the ropes. Looks like maybe a slingshot indeed. Going to send the Gargoyle of Destruction flying back. Short arm clothesline. Murphy calling the action here as Damien spits that red mist out into the air, perhaps calling for the end already. But that time he wastes trying to get inside of Troy Myers' head. Myers going to use to make that reversal right there. Reverse DDT. Now another lifting reverse DDT. Up to that second turnbuckle now. Troy Myers beckoning for Damien to rise up to his feet. Big man in trouble. What is Troy Myers cooking up here? Blockbuster. Executed nicely. Another lifting reverse DDT, guys. Myers currently in firm control over Damien. Like I said, you could never count Myers out. He literally had Hayden on the ropes. I think he hit 3 of those heel hooks on Hayden. 3 of his finishing maneuvers. Of course, that was a live event. Hayden ended up winning, but still, it was scary how close Troy Myers came to defeating Hayden. Damien would be wise not to underestimate him. As Troy closes in, I think he was trying for something. Maybe his Troy Turner. But Damien had it well scouted, able to reverse. Jesus Christ. Just trying to fucking rip Troy Myers' arm off right there. Damien in the corner, I don't know what he's doing. Some ritualistic shit right here. Oh, no. This is usually a prelude to the Virus Slam. Choke Slam has Troy down. Usually Damien immediately goes for the Virus Slam. Snapping the legs, just going for every limb here is the Gargoyle of Destruction. Oh, it's now! I think he just went for the Virus Slam there, and Myers reversed it! Spinning heel hook, oh, but Damien countered it! Oh, mamma mia, that had me on the edge of my seat right there. Back-to-back Finn counters. Both men shooting for the win. Oh, but a second time, Myers gonna go for a rod all the way up and back down again. And this time, Damien keeps to custom as he drags Myers out of the corner. That big meaty claw to the back of his head. The Virus Slam that nobody has kicked out of to date. 1, 2, 3, and Damien goes to 12-0. 12-0. The Gargoyle of Destruction remains unbeaten. The Virus Slam continues to be the deadliest move in CMV today. The fact that a Vixen has a claw slam, deadlift claw slam as a regular move is the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. Yeah, Damien's gonna come hunting Damien. Nah. But Damien remains unbeaten. Troy certainly gave him a run for his money. Couple of close calls there. But still, nobody has really been able to make a considerable dent in the armor of Damien. Can Shanaz fight back? Will he make it to validation? We'll have to wait and see. All right, my fine feathered friends. It is time to see who will be at number 7 in the King of the Ring tournament this Sunday. Fatal 4-way. Jack Dialop, Matsuo Yuma, Rise and Bloody Justice about to go at it. then we've got one more King of the Ring qualifier to find the 8th and final man. That'll be right after this, actually. Andrew Briggs, Perry Heenan, and Kendall Wolf not only looking for a King of the Ring spot, but also fighting for the light heavyweight championship. But of course, we know that Jack Dialop will be making his first defense of the Rising Star title against rival Matseo Yuma on the push-up of King of the Ring this Sunday. So if either of them win, we pull in double duty. Rise and Bloody Justice going to be at odds for, I think, the first time ever in their careers. Former tag team champions failed to get their belts back a couple of weeks ago in challenging Dance Party. Only one of them can get into King of the Ring, if either. And a tweet, guys, from Harvey Hastings says, I said it once, Troy, and I'll say, you're not worthy. Maybe Damian is, though. Harvey slowly moves behind Mason Ross. That's a collision I'd love to see. Mason Ross and Damian. That'd be something. And of course, guys, still to come tonight, our main event of the evening. Hayden Kitely, his first matchup in his 4th reign as undisputed champion. Going to be taking on the returning Paul Devine. 2 out of 3 falls as voted by the CM Universe. That is going to be a thriller. Excited for that, no doubt. Devine going to have to watch his back. Look out for Travis King, though. Hayden going to have to be on his toes, too, with the tensions rising between himself and Ziggler. This mic is so weird. I don't know where to put the mic. All right, here we go. Out first, representing the Ballers Club. Oh, boy. Of course, one baller is already in King of the Ring, and Chris Diamond, who qualified last week by defeating Flashy, it was, by countout. Took the dirty heel tactics to do so. Dialop was actually ringside to witness that. The CMV Rising Star champion capturing the title on Exodus. Knows that his first defense is coming this Sunday against Masayo Yuma. See if he pulls some double duty. I actually really like this mic. It lets you position like the actual talking part. It's like bendy. I don't know where I should have it. Right next to my mouth or like out to the side. I'm not sure. Oh, that cape messing up a little bit there. Dialop, though, gets the chance to get his hands on Hume here. The two of them can feel each other out a little bit for their one-on-one clash this Sunday. And, of course, this is Matseo Yume's debut. One of the few RJPW stars who are making their way to CMV. And Matseo Yume's actually been very vocal about he doesn't want to be in CMV. He feels as though it doesn't compare to RJPW. He loves his homeland. He loves RJPW. But he was dispatched here. Much like Matsuno Tanaka over on Genesis, of course, the RJPW television champion made his debut at Exodus, defeating Shaquan Shea. Matseo Yume looks to have an impactful debut as well by qualifying for King of the Ring. And a tweet, guys, from Rise before he comes out here says, all business, nothing personal, but tonight I begin my rise back to above mediocrity. And of course, Rise certainly has nothing to be ashamed of. He and Bloody Justice, man, one of the most dominant tag team reigns in Fusion's history. They were unbeaten from the time they won the titles till they lost them at Requiem to Dance Party. You know, like I said, they failed to get them back a couple of weeks ago. So now both men, they're going to be at odds tonight, but one of them could very well qualify for King of the Ring. Rise, a former military man, he's definitely bringing the power to this matchup. Say Jack Dialop has a very flamboyant way about him. A very unique moveset. Matseo Yume, I don't really know anything about. Coming from Japan, I'd probably say he doesn't exactly hit softly. Let's say what Matsuda Yum did to Matsuda Tanaka did to Jaquan Shea at Exodus. And then, of course, there's Bloody Justice, the CMV veteran, coming out of the Bloody Forest, looking to get that 7th spot in King of the Ring. Bloody Justice been around for GSA over 2 years in CMV. He would no doubt be a dangerous threat. You know, some people take a look at Bloody Justice, they don't see much. They see some crazy guy, you know, talking about spiders, all this and that, but he proved alongside Rise that he's no joke, he's no pushover. Oh boy. Double fireworks. All right, here we go. One of these 4 men set to get a spot in King of the Ring. Jack Dialop looks like he's about ready to explode. Matseo Yume in his debut. Rise and bloody, just a little bit of a twirl there. There we go. Let's get it on. Spine buster out of the gate by BJ to Yume as Rise takes on the Rising Star champion. And of course, no matter if Rise or Bloody Justice qualify, if either of them do, like I said, could be Dialop, could be Yume. We know that they are set to make a return to tag team. Oh, this was clothesline. Blood and Stone set to make a return to the tag team division at Validation, guys. They'll actually be facing Bannon and Billy, who I'm sure are watching, but maybe not. Last we saw them, they pulled up to I think a Taylor Swift concert, so they're probably not actually watching. But they had best be preparing, because Blood and Stone ain't a joke. Like I said, man, from the time they won the belts to the time they lost them at Requiem, they were unbeaten in tag team action. That was nearly 3 months nobody could stop them before Dance Party finally did. Oh, look at this. Yume, what is he going for here on Bloody Justice? Oh, it's the release suplex. Goes for the pin as Dialop and Rise just using the steel steps on each other over here. It's a fatal 4-way. No countouts. They can stay out there for as long as they want, but the only way to win is by pinfall or submission in the ring. First man to do that gets the King of the Ring spot. Big old clothesline by Rise to Dialop on the outside as Bloody Justice looks for a sidewalk slam. Up next, we find out who the last man will be to enter King of the Ring. The light heavyweight title will also be on the line as Ken the Wolf defends against challengers Andrew Briggs and Perry Heenan. Yume brought up to his feet, back body drop. Even though he doesn't like being here in CMV, you know he's not going to want to take that loss. Saw some tweets from him after Matsuda Tanaka made his debut, congratulating his fellow RJPW. Dialog just hit like a hook and ladder face buster in the corner there. It looked kind of weird. Now choking out Rise. Bloody Justice coming to the aid of his tag team partner and best friend. Flips out of that, though. The athleticism by Dialop. And oh no, Bloody Justice now tying up as Dialop right up the old fucking the old rear end where the sun don't shine. But Matseo Yume immediately there to greet his rival. Matseo Yume made his first appearance in CMV by attacking Jack Dialop during an interview he was having backstage. I'm a big Dialop fan. I can't do that. Look at this now, guys. Rise and Bloody Justice going at it. Well, it's like Rise said with that tweet for the match started. It's nothing personal, just business. Only one of them can qualify, but meanwhile, Dialop has Yume sized up. Nobody's escaped this. Every time Dialop has locked this in, it's meant the end of the match. Will Yume tap out? Will Dialop qualify? No! Yume escapes. Nice reversal. Meanwhile, Bloody Justice with a deadlift Falcon Arrow from the apron to his partner Rise, and now Yume with some nasty kicks right to the chest. I guess I was right with the strikes coming from Japan, baby. Lighten that chest up as Bloody Justice just staring down at Rise, almost like he's hesitating, but he can't in this situation. As Yume now lining up Dialop. What is he looking for? Spider Bomb! Spider Bomb! But also a shouting to Dialop. 1, 2, 3! And Bloody Justice was hesitating to pin Rise after hitting the Spider Bomb. That allowed Yume to get the 3 count on Dialop off a shout-in. Matseo Yume in his debut qualifies for King of the Ring. So now we know that Yume will be pulling double duty this Sunday, not only challenging Dial-Up for his Rising Star title, but then competing in the 5th annual King of the Ring. Dial-Up, I hope that was a wake-up call. Yeah, it was hesitation by Bloody Justice. He hit a spider bomb on Rise. Right here, he very well could have gotten the win, but he hesitated to pin him. He didn't want to do that to his best friend, but meanwhile, right here, Yume with a shout-in or a elevator, if you're a big Matt Morgan fan, was able to get the 3 count on the Rising Star champion. Matseo Yume qualifies for King of the Ring. This Sunday, he might be walking out of South Carolina as Rising Star champion and with a future world title shot. And a 2 Diamond says, me and the 3 women I just woke up with are very disappointed in you, Dial-Up. Oh, hello, Maury. I didn't even see you come in here. Hola, Happy New Year. But here we go, guys. It's time to find out who is going to take that final spot in the King of the Ring tournament this Sunday. So we now know it will be Chris Diamond, Johnny Columbus, Logan Hale, Miles Kelly. Then at the top of the show tonight, we had Ryan Kent qualify, then Crow just saw Matseo Yume. So who is going to be joining them? Will it be Andrew Briggs, Perry Heenan, or Kendall Wolf? And not only is the King of the Ring spot in the line, but also the light heavyweight championship. Remember, this was supposed to be a one-on-one championship match between Heenan and Wolf after Heenan had to handle a couple weeks ago a non-title matchup, clean one-on-one. He was going to be given that opportunity. But it was earlier tonight that Briggs went seeking Johnny Sampson after Shanaz Andoni had been attacked, and his King of the Ring spot was obviously vacated. Briggs felt as though he deserved it, so he went looking for Sampson, saying, oh, I deserve it, give me the spot, But Perry Heenan would say, I was screwed. I'm still unbeaten one-on-one. I had my qualifier in some lousy 6-man tag where I wasn't even the guy pinned. It's not fair. I deserve this spot. So Sampson would add Briggs to this matchup right here. Briggs has also been ranting and raving about how he should be getting the light heavyweight championship shot. So Sampson said, hey, best of both worlds. We'll throw Briggs in the championship matchup, and whoever wins will get that King of the Ring spot, the chance to prove themselves. Now Kendall Wolf's just sitting here like, oh, I get a chance at King of the Ring now. Bless. So here we go. Andrew Briggs with the opportunity that he so craves. Not only to get into King of the Ring, but also become a 3-time, make history, become a 3-time light heavyweight champion. Remember, it was back at Requiem, a Fatal 4-Way elimination match. Briggs eliminated the champion at the time, Jay Davis. Then Rubik, Kendall Wolf would catch him from behind and defeat him to win the title. Briggs said it was no fair. He did all the work and Kendall screwed him. Perry Heenan wasn't exactly thrilled with Briggs being thrown into this. It's like Heenan said, he's still unbeaten one-on-one. He's only ever been pinned once in his career, guys. That was back at Ascendance when he lost his Anarchy title. He was pinned by Jaquan, who had won it. I think Perry has 4 losses in his career. The 3 others are tag matches where he wasn't the guy pinned, including last week in that King of the Ring qualifier. He teamed with Matt Devious and who? I'm an idiot. We all know I got that bad memory. It's not going to change in 2018, all right? But he wasn't the guy pinned is the point. And the former Anarchy champion says that he's going to win his 2nd title in CMV tonight and then go on to become King of the Ring this Sunday. I wouldn't doubt it. If Perry Heenan can win here, guys, he'll have my money. He'll be my pick for King of the Ring. Alvius did there in chat, Rise. The Pitbull, Perry Heenan amped up and ready to go, it looks like. Oh, sorry, I don't know coughing so much tonight. Ah! New year and not a new me. All right, here we go. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, no future CMV Hall of Famer, and the current CMV light heavyweight champion. His first defense of the belt since he won it at Requiem. Kendall Wolf didn't exactly kick off his reign the best way that he would have liked to, losing that 9-title match to Perry. Then last week, he and Perry actually teamed together in a losing effort to Badman Incorporated to be a count out. It was a draw. It went to a draw, I believe, actually. Kendall Wolf, a former United States and world champion, now looks to keep that light heavyweight title around his waist and enter his first King of the Ring tournament. Any three of these guys will be a serious threat as well to join the ranks of King of the Ring this Sunday. All former champions are current champions. I'd say Kendall Wolf winning would probably might rival Ryan Kent as the biggest name in the tournament. But Perry, like I said, if Perry Heenan wins, he's going to have my money. I don't see anybody stopping him in King of the Ring, because one-on-one, he has been unbeatable. And Andrew Briggs, also CMV veteran, former two-time light heavyweight champion, and he's hungry for it, too. Now, Kendall Wolf, of course, is facing that tough situation that's always present in multi-man matches, is that he won't even have to be pinned here to lose his championship. We could see Perry Heenan pin Andrew Briggs, or Briggs could pin Heenan, and they'll become champion and get that King of the Ring spot. You know, it's not elimination like it was back at Requiem where Kendall won the title, where Jay Davis had to be, he was pinned to lose his championship. Kendall doesn't have that same opportunity here in this one. There's what is on the line, the CMV Light Heavyweight Championship. Andrew Briggs, certainly no stranger to the gold, a two-time champion. Back at, when was it? It was season 3. I think it was around the Royal Rumble that time that he beat Levi Marta to win the championship. And then he actually lost it to Shanaz Andoni, would win it back from Andoni, though. And Perry Heenan immediately leaves the ring. Gonna allow Andrew Briggs and Kendall Wolf to tear into each other. And of course, Briggs and Wolf, no strangers. Andrew Briggs actually defeated Kendall Wolf one-on-one earlier this season. So both Perry Heenan and Andrew Briggs can say that as the Pitbull and the Champ were together. Double knee gutbuster to the CMV veteran, as now Heenan closes in. That partnership didn't last long. Little pump handle back suplex action. Looks like a Emerald Flosion by Perry Heenan as Briggs on some of the top rope decides to taunt. Not as smart as he's flung across the ring with that German suplex. I don't know why I turned Italian there for a second. Not a very smart. Bit about, buddy. Kick to the midsection there, and a lot of pump handles already. Oh, single knee gutbuster that time. And a tweet here, guys, from Jack Dial-Up says, the only reason I stayed down was because those two lovebirds were still in the ring. Consider yourself lucky. Oh! Briggs, I think, was going for a moonsault on Kendall, but instead caught Perry. Did the deed out of the way. DDT now to the light heavyweight champion, spiking him. I don't know if that logic makes much sense there from Jack Dial-Up. I think he's just trying to cover his ass. Fireman's carry going to take Kendall overhead as Perry Heenan's back up to his feet. The former Anarchy champion rushes the ring. Won the Anarchy title just a month and a half into his CMV career. Held it until Ascendance, where he lost it in that triple threat, actually. But he was the one pinned in that scenario. Shaquan did pin him to win the title there. As Perry may be going for a choke slam, it was looking like. But Kendall inadvertently saving Briggs, as now he swings him out for a neck breaker. Briggs going to drop to the outside. This gives Kendall Wolf an opening. try to retain his championship and enter King of the Ring. Irish whip. Perry got a rebound off the ropes right into maybe a punch to the gut. It was looking like he was gearing up for it. Instead, gets a side fucking side slam right down onto the knee. Oh, and Perry taking off that top turnbuckle. It doesn't even matter if Murphy does seize him. There's no disqualifications in a triple threat. No countouts. First man to get pin or submission in the ring will walk out the victor, as Briggs now back to his seat, going to get into the ring. Nice counter there by Andrew Briggs. Misses a lariat, though, unfortunately. Perry going to make him pay for that. Drags him into a front headlock. Elbow to the top of the head. Now the pit bull up on the shoulders. Going to take Briggs for a ride as he guillotines him up on that top rope. Sounds good, Rise. Be glad to have you back, my friend. Like a New Year's gift. Oh, boy, Kendall. What the hell is Perry doing here? Electric chair driver. That was an interesting setup out of the corner like that. Briggs to his feet just in time to make the save. Just saw those two huge opportunities flash before his eyes. That light heavyweight title and the King of the Ring spot. Oh, nice snap suplex now. Kendall down to the outside. Lateral press by Andrew Briggs. Makes a rookie mistake of not hooking the leg. And Perry doesn't even wait around for a 1 count. Fireman's carry overhead. Light heavyweight champion Kendall Wolf back up to his seat. Gonna slide back in to see what's good. Axe Perry Heenan goes flying out of the outside, and Andrew Briggs turns right to Kendall. Back suplex. There's a kip up, baby. And Andrew Briggs now winding up his elbow for maybe a forearm smash as Heenan's on the apron. I don't know what he's really doing here. Waiting for a spot to open up, it looks like. Try for a springboard, perhaps. Sorry, I hit my mic right there if that made a loud noise. Kendall headbutting Andrew Briggs' hand here. I guess the hand, an essential part of any superstar's moveset. You take that out, you're on your way to victory. Perry Heenan is continuing to walk back and forth in the apron here. Finally enters the ring as he sees an opening that he wants to take. Breaks up the pin. Goes for a punch to the back of the head. Forearm smash. The lower back connects. And of course, we know Perry Heenan is a submission expert. That exposed turnbuckle I completely forgot about. Right to the spine. Made a gruesome noise echo throughout the arena here. As I was saying, though, Heenan, a submission expert. All the matches he's won this season have been via the Rings of Saturn. So both Briggs and Kendall gonna have to be on the lookout for that. As Kendall just looks to steal the pin out the Emerald Flosion. I guess Perry knew it wouldn't be enough as he just taunts in the corner. Now Kendall goes for a head scissors, gets off one out before Heenan stops him. Now he goes for a pin, lateral press on Briggs, but only a 1 count. The Pitbull shoots in. Kendall sees him coming, though. Irish whip into the corner. Crazy looking clothesline as he throws him right down on top of Andrew Briggs. Now Heenan's out of fray. Briggs, though, luring Kendall in with a drop toe hold. Now he goes for a desperation pin here. Another lateral press. Murphy into position. Not even a 2 count. Andrew Briggs beating his chest. Left side a roar. He's amped up. He wants this. Oh, into the corner, guy. Oh, that exposed turnbuckle. I keep forgetting about it. I think he might have forgotten about it because I bet he was trying for his knee strike clothesline combo, that Shining Wizard. Perry Heenan back into the ring as Andrew Briggs was looking to Irish whip Kendall into the opposite corner. Now we just got these 3 guys breaking up each other's moves. Kendall's down. Perry turns to Briggs, puts him in the corner. Kendall Wolf got one of these earlier in the matchup. Oh no, I thought he was going to go for another electric chair driver. Instead, the Pitbull! Plow it over, Briggs! Jesus Christ. Alpha mailing up in here as he hooks the leg. 1. Only a 1 count. Briggs in his seated position. Punch up under the gut. You see Kendall Wolf now just starting to stir as he uses the corner to get back up to a vertical base. Meanwhile, Perry Heenan might have just tried for his submission hold, but Briggs countered it, and now Kendall up top. Lets out a mighty roar, turns right around into Briggs, who catches him, front headlock, suplex, Brainbuster! Lateral press, could Briggs have it? Can he secure the win? Can he make history? Become a 3-time light heavyweight champion? No, only a 2 count. Oh, Briggs, I don't know what he was trying for there. You know, Andrew, I think a part of his intensity as of late, his hunger, you know, his desperation might have to do with how successful his sister Amber is doing over on Ferocity as the hardcore champion, currently unbeaten this season, and of course a part of Click. I think Briggs wants to prove that he's not the weak Briggs family member. Perry Heenan just twice failed to break up that pin. Luckily, Kendall kicks out at 2 on his own. Gotta get out. Oh, lumbar check. Good God, Rip Briggs. I think he might be done for. And now Perry seizes the opening. 1. Only a 1 count though. Kendall stays in it, trying to keep his head above water. The light heavyweight champion knows that both of these men can beat him one-on-one. They have. But in this triple threat, he could try to find an opening as he looks to do right here. Because it might just be too hot in the kitchen. Ladies and gentlemen, oh! Oh! That was sexy. 1, 2. Oh, but only a 2 count. Heenan able to survive. I think Briggs returned to the ring just to go to the corner and taunt. Instead gets a swinging neck breaker. Not that hot in the kitchen for Perry Heenan to the point where he had to get out. He's still down though. Now Kendall working on Briggs. Rope break though. Head scissors. Looks to get off some sharp elbows, but instead Andrew going to slip right through. Now Perry Heenan, 1 knee, looking to get up to his feet, looking to return to the matchup. As Briggs looks to work on the shoulder, it looks like, what's Perry doing? There's no cops here. And his hands up, he's about to be arrested. Face to face, Briggs goes for a leaping knee strike. Damn, everything Briggs has been trying in this matchup getting reversed. Now gets caught with a sleeper slam and immediately back to the outside. Heenan shoots in, gets an uppercut though, rocking that jaw, ringing his bell, exposed turnbuckle again. And Heenan, guys, hoping that those dirty heel tactics will secure him the win. Ah, but only a 2 count. Oh, the pit bull barking, signaling for the end. And it may just be nigh. As he shows that disrespect to the CMV legend. Of course, Perry Heenan this season called himself the Legend Killer. As he gets that lateral press. Oh, close call, but just a 2. Andrew Bray. Oh, I didn't even see that. Looked at the chat for 1 second. My eyes go back to the screen. Heenan gets his head kicked off with that enziguri. Briggs now with a jawbreaker. Kendall Wolf staggers. And Andrew finally gets off what he's been trying for. A couple of slaps to the knee up under the chin. Perry Heenan back up to his feet just in time, though, to break up that pin and make sure that the match doesn't end. Then threatens a punch. Oh, my God. Into the corner. Heenan in big trouble. Vintage Briggs, Shining Wizard. Clothesline to make history, to make history. 1, 2, 3. Andrew Briggs is a 3-time light heavyweight champion, baby, and is going to King of the Ring. Briggs did it. He did it, baby. Happy New Year to Andrew Briggs. First ever 3-time light heavyweight champion, and goes to King of the Ring this Sunday. Whoo, mama. Kendall Wolf tasting the bitter end of the situation he was put in, as he wasn't even pinned or submitted to lose his title. What a triple threat match, man. These 3 superstars beat the hell out of each other for what was on the line. But tonight, Monday Night Fusion, episode 107, the new year. Andrew Briggs makes history as the first ever 3-time light heavyweight champion. First time he's held a belt in nearly well over a year. And is the 8th and final man in King of the Ring this Sunday. Congratulations, Andrew Britt. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right, what a spin, my friends. And it is about to be capped off with one hell of a matchup as Hayden set to go toe-to-toe with Paul Devine in a 2 out of 3 falls matchup as voted by the CMV Universe. First time that Hayden's in action. His 4th reign as Undisputed Champion 2 weeks ago that he defeated Voice Vindy to win the Undisputed title. After, what a half. He hadn't been on Monday Night Fusion. Came home to reclaim what was his. But now he takes on an old buddy, an old pal, on and off the line. His first matchup in 3 weeks since Travis King brutally attacked him last month. Of course, the two got in a big-time brawl that was broken up, and that tag team matchup announced for validation, Team King against Team Divine. But tonight, Paul's got to put that in the back of his head. Of course, he's got to watch out. Travis King, I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to interfere in this matchup, and vice versa for Hayden. He's been tensions rising between him and Ziegler. Both these guys have got foes in many places. I think the last time these two fought was Purgatory 1 inside of Hell in a Cell. I do believe that's the last time these two guys went one-on-one. So that was, that was 2 years ago. Was the last time that these guys did battle. And Hayden was successful in that matchup. Let's see if 2 years has anything on them. They've both evolved tenfold, especially Divine. Look at what 2 years has done for his career. He's now a 3-time Undisputed Champion. And you know that Divine has aspirations to get that championship back around his waist, become a 4-time champion, tie Hayden insane for reigns. But right now he's got King to deal with. Hayden has his own enemies. But the Undisputed Champion, baby, back at it again, atop his throne. Hayden came in, man. He came in, he whooped Vindy's ass, and it wasn't even enough for Hayden to beat Vindy and win the title. He then attacked Voice Vindy after the matchup, was tossing around ringside. Vindy hasn't been seen since. I don't know if it's the embarrassment or maybe an injury he suffered. But Hayden just came in and said, "Excuse me, you're standing on my spot, fam." Took that championship back. Now this is 2 out of, man, I'm looking, this is going to be a good match. Looking forward to this. 2 out of 3 falls. And so far, Hayden does not have a match set for validation. We know he'll be there. He's advertised to be in the main event. Who will he be against? That's the question that's up in the air. Samson's struggling to find a challenger, I have to assume. With Vindy gone and, Divine, Travis King currently tied up. Who's going to challenge Hayden for his championship? Hayden, he's no idiot. As cocky as he may be, perhaps the most cocky person in CMV's history, even he knows that he can't underestimate his old pal, his old buddy, frenemy, if you will, X-Gen comrades. Of course, Divine always got to make that extravagant entrance. Got to show up Hayden here as the Asian sensation, Japan's biggest export, the man who puts the rising in Rising Sun, makes his way to the ring. The 3-time Undisputed Champion hasn't been in action for 3 weeks. Big return it would be to knock off Hayden. The first time they fought in 2 years. There was a tweet actually by Divine, I believe, before he came out here. That's right here. He said, "About to remind the CM Universe why X-Gen was a force to be reckoned with. Hashtag reunion." A reunion indeed. Maybe not the reunion they would have liked, But the reunion they're going to get. Yeah, Paul's not particularly a big fan of anybody. What we learned about Paul Devine last season was that he'll do what he has to do to get what he wants, and that's the Undisputed Championship. He'll make deals, he'll make partnerships, he'll side with who he has to in the moment to accomplish his goals. But right now, he stares across from Hayden. Neckbreaker by the Undisputed Champion right out of the gate. Gonna take Devine down. Russian leg sweep by Kitely. Going to immediately follow that up here in our main event of Monday Night Fusion number 107. And this is 2 out of 3 falls, which means that whoever gets the first pin or submission, these two guys will return to their sides of the ring. There'll be a brief pause, and then the match will start again. Basically like a best-of-3 series in one night. You could see a third matchup that goes 1-1. Irish whip, rebounds, chest bump. Showing that brotherly love, but now an Irish whip on the Undisputed Champion. Fireman's carry, showing how well they know each other. Yeah, these two guys have only fought twice before one-on-one. Both times it was inside Hell in a Cell. The first time Devine won, and then the second time, the first time was at Survivor Series. The first ever CMV Survivor Series. Second time was at Purgatory. So they're 1-1. This is also a tiebreaker. Jawbreaker right there. Breaking something. Now goes for a kick to the chest. Instead, though, going to take Devine down as he rolls to the apron. That veteran instinct kicking in. He knows that the ropes will help to keep Hayden at bay, and not for long, as Kitely just watches him. Just stares at his brother. Punch right to the jaw. Going to knock him down to the outside as Hayden follows through. Of course, I do believe countouts and disqualification. Yeah, yes, they are. Countouts, disqualification still in effect. Driver off the backslide by Hayden on the outside of that neck. Just pretty much getting slammed down on the concrete there. Those masks do little to nothing to protect you. And Hayden now showing off that striking aptitude he's so well known for. Looks like Devine was able to protect himself from a couple of those punches. A few definitely got through. Though as Devine now makes a reversal. Reverse DDT. Count of 5 by referee Murphy as Devine slammed up into the security wall. Then a pop-up punch. That just ringed Devine's bell. I think we're at a count of 8, guys. Oh, and face first goes Devine into that post from behind. These two, I don't even know if they're aware of the count. Look at that. Now Hayden's head just ricocheting off of that post. Guys, count of 9, but Devine saves it. Both men back into the ring. If that would have happened, I think they both would have gotten 1 point. So we would have just gone to the final matchup. Lateral press first in the matchup. Pin only gets a 1 count. Irish whip. Oh, and Hayden might have Devine right where he wants him, because justice is served to Paul Devine. That flurry of punches, Paul says, I'm all right, though. And a sleeper slam takes Hayden down. A million miles a minute. These two took no time feeling each other out. 2 years since they've been in the ring to each other. It's like it's been a day. Couple of forearm smashes, then a catchphrase using Hayden's own maneuver against him. And another catchphrase. Remember how the first time Devine won the Undisputed title back at Requiem last year? He actually used the catchphrase to win. It's that Fatal 4 he pinned Schmitty with it. Hayden looks to fight back. Instead, Devine with a knee to the midsection goes for a kick up to the side of the head. Gets a kick under the thigh. Punch countered. Back and forth they go. Tip for tap. Reversal Fest 1999. Action showing up and showing out. With the Hollywood hold out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, the Hollywood hold applied. He's got it locked in. Oh, but a rope break and a force Hayden to let go. That wherewithal, that ring awareness by Devine saving him. But now Devine in trouble as Hayden goes for a pin, hoping enough damage is done, but just a 2 count. Where the hell did that Hollywood hold come from? I have no idea. Seated position. Devine now on one knee. Goes for a punch, deflected, one of the ribs. Now Hayden shoots in quickly, though, the faster between the two. Now they're both very fast, very agile. I'd say Devine probably the more athletic, though. Oh, he goes for that 24th punch! The move that he used to win his second world title with an Ascendance defeated Chris Andrews. But Hayden deflects it. Mows him over, just unleashing the right hands. And now Hayden pandering to the CM Universe, his thousands of fans in attendance here. Oh, and Kitely right back with his finger on the button as he lines up the shot. Middle of the ring. I think he might have gone for a final cut, but Divine reverses knee to the top of the head. Now Paul, what's he going for? No idea, because Hayden counters. What a fucking match. No, backbreaker, neckbreaker combination successfully pulled together. Hayden stomps that arm, man. These two just pulling the trigger, back and forth. Codebreaker vintage Hayden. Double knees to the face. Now Kitely ready to unload with the Hollywood hold locked in a second time. Can Divine get to the ropes again? Can he escape, or will he tap? Will Hayden take the lead? Divine in trouble. Divine taps. Divine forced to submit to the Hollywood hold. Hayden picks up the first point, but this match continues. It's first to 2 falls, and a timestamp. 1, 2, oh. But Hayden shakes the cobwebs off quickly. 2.9999, baby. Oh, jeez Louise. Popping him overhead with a monkey flip. Now grabs Hayden by the ears, brings him to a vertical base. Face to face they are. And Divine looks to tie it all up. Looks to insert a cheeky bit of Divine intervention. Flips him over, hooks that leg to tie it all up. 1, 2, 3, and it does! It's tied 1-1. The next man to get a pin or submission or a count-out disqualification will be the victor of this main event match. Busted open is Hayden as he slammed face first off that top turnbuckle. Now up top, perched. Divine's looking for something, but Hayden denies it. He ain't a high flyer. He ain't taking no risk, so he doesn't have to. Clothesline, though. Just gonna plow over Divine. Kicks him right in the back of the head. Jeez. The intensity being turned up a notch now that it's final death. And the cheeky, dirty heel, Hayden Kitely with his feet on the middle rope. Ref doesn't see it, but only a 1 count. Divine's a heel himself when he has to be. He knows all those games. Irish whip into the corner. Maybe looks to deal a second batch of justice is served. Now instead, gonna go for a tree of woe position. Let the blood rush to the head of Divine. Hung upside down, but Paul still manages the reversal with the knee to the face. That gash that's busted wide open, blood pouring down the face. Elbow to the knee, though. And Hayden wrenches that arm for a clothesline to reel him in. And look at Kitely. The smell is in the air. He knows he's got it won. He just got to get one more Hollywood hold cinched in. Look at this. Looks to get some blood out of Divine. Stomp it on the gut as he leaves. Stomp onto the face. Jesus. These lethal stomps by Kitely in this matchup. Divine, though, with an arm drag. 1-1 they sit. Hayden got the first fall with the Hollywood hold. Then Divine fired back with Divine intervention. Final death here. Goes for a kick to the back. Moves out of the way, though. Hayden looks to capitalize. Forearm smash to the lower back. Kitely with a kick to the gut. Codebreaker again. Attempted. Divine saw it coming, though. But counters the Enzo lariat. Back and forth, man. The reversals. It's like they're reading each other like a goddamn book. Double-handed bulldog, lateral press, pin out of desperation by Hayden to bring it home, but only a 2 count. And now Hayden, both men exhausted, both men drained. Those gas tanks running on fumes. Reel him in, DDT, big Chris Adamson. Hayden now with blood trickling down his face. Sees an opening, Codebreaker, 3rd time's the charm, and now Divine is busted wide open. Not finished, though, but neither is Divine. He ain't quitting. That engine's still running, baby. Oh, but a reversal by Hayden as he pops up off the canvas. Jawbreaker now, middle of the ring, front headlock. What's Kitely looking for? Trips him up again, just wants to unload with the left hands that time. No, right hands. There's a weird direction there for me. Lateral press. And Hayden not thinking that's going to be enough to get the win, but Kitely's smart, forcing Divine to exert what little energy he has left to kick out of that pin there, as now the undisputed champion lying in wait. Divine wobbles to his feet, taken down to the mat. Hollywood hold cinched in a second time. Will Divine tap or can he make it? Oh, he taps, and Hayden is victorious. What a fucking match. 2 years was nothing for these guys. It's as if they never left the ring. They unloaded. What a match in the main event. But Hayden is going to be the one that's victorious. Mamma mia. So many close calls. Hayden getting the first fall with the Hollywood hold. Divine was able to bounce back with divine intervention to get the pin, but third Hollywood hold actually locked in, and Divine, though he tried to crawl over the ropes, could not make it and was forced to submit. Holy shit. What a match. As Hayden stands victorious. He's back home. It's his stomping ground once again. Whew. All right, let's see. Win a match. Win a match, chicken dinner. And here's a tweet by Paul Divine, getting out that phone rather quickly. He says, what's that saying? Blood is thicker than water. We shared the blood, and now it's time for a drink. So I guess losers buying. I'm just going to do a one-on-one here. So we got Topher. Topher and Topher. Who won the light heavy? Andrew Briggs did, J-Rod. Won the title and got into King of the Ring. Oh, Topher against Alvius. Oh, boy. Knock, knock, open up the door. Who's there? Matseo Yum did, J-Rod. Pinned dial-up. You know, Alvius is just jealous of my beautiful Mass Effect tattoo. I'll have you know. He wishes he could have the greatest video game franchise of all time eternally marked on his pale skin. You know? We already have winners, Hellish. Topher and Alvius just waiting for them to pick. We have to get our first FUPA of the year. No, Yum did, J-Rod. Yum won a pin dial-up. The key is to be honest. Be honest, but don't play yourself. It's a great rule. Echo, where's part 2 of Sergeant Yuri's escapades, all right? I'll get a tattoo of your name on one of my fingers if you get that video up. Whispered me. Who dared? First we're gonna rock, then we're gonna roll. Yeah, let it go. X gon' give it to you. He gon' give it to you. X gon' give it to you. He gon' give it to you. I expect to see you just stuffing all those cookies down your throat, Echo. Nails? Unfortunately, we don't have nails anymore. Never forget. He's not dead, but long live his legacy. Yeah, Damien is banned from live events after he ate a small child. Ooh, spicy. Alvius finally getting that win, just wants to take an L now. Sure you want Ziegler? Topher? 2 months. You're going to school for 2 months? What school are you going to? What school is 2 months long? I want to go to that school. Like my kind of school, you know? I don't care. It's a love event. Is there love in the air, Alvius? Is there love between these two? That love event. 10 out of 10. I don't know if I want to see a Harvey Hastings Jacob Ziegler love event, though. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Not that there's anything right with that. All right, let's see Ziegler lose. No, I have faith. Damn, the fans already booing this match. The twins separated at birth. Gonna kick things off as Harvey Hastings goes right at Ziggler with an arm drag. The current United States champion, or German champion, he would have you call him, takes down Mr. Money in the Bank. Of course, Harvey Hastings set to be a part of Team King in 3 weeks' time at Validation. Travis King leading Hastings, Chris Diamond, and Matt Devious into battle against Team Divine, which of course will include Paul Divine, Johnny Columbus, Logan Hale, and Miles Kelly. And Harvey was supposed to defend his title, remember, last week on Fusion, but he pulled that old switcheroo by inserting Mason Ross instead, and Ross obliterated Troy Myers. I'm surprised he didn't do that here for Ziggler, but there was a bit of trash talk between these two on Fusion, so I guess Harvey wants to handle his own business this time. Mason not even ringside. Leniency shown by the United States champion. Jawbreaker by Harvey Hastings. Now United States champion goes for Hurricane Rana, gets an alley-oop instead. Just about guillotines him on the bottom rope. Kick to the lower spine now. As Double H, the assassin, brought up to his feet. Misses that cheeky jab. Oh. Ziegler. Jeez, that's one way to bring a guy back into a ring, I guess. He's going to punch him in the back of the head so he face slams off the canvas. Now up to the top rope. Jacob Ziegler perched up high. Looks to fly. Double guns. Mr. Money in the Bank with a cross. Oh! My dick is hard. What a reversal by Harvey Hastings. Holy shit. But Jacob Ziegler counters into a chop block. That was the sexiest thing I've ever seen in my goddamn life. God, I love this game. Whew. Jesus, that reversal. Look at that elbow drops now to the thigh, taking out the legs. Because Harvey Hastings, the high flyer, we know the maneuver he wins the majority of his matches with is that blitzkrieg shooting star press off the top rope. So Ziggler's a smart guy. Take out the legs. He can't do that. Yeah, I was expecting an AA there for a second. A little bit of a cheeky attitude adjustment, but we didn't get it. Instead, Ziggler with a knife edge chop now rebounds off the ropes for a double boot drop kick right to the temples. Grabbing Harvey Hastings by his ears into a suplex. Ziggler showing off his strength. Look at the power on display. Harvey trying to kick out of it. You see him flailing his legs. Oh, one-handed. Lets the blood rush to the head. Ziggler now to the apron. Gonna try for a... Oh my God, he nearly went over. He nearly went completely over the ring there. Simmer down now, Ziggler. Good God. Hit nicely, though, with that senton. As Murphy done up in Slappy's clothes. Never forget. Northern Light suplex by the United States champion fires back. Nothing but ego on the line between these two men here. As I think Harvey may have been going for his headshot. In which case, if yep, he did, because Ziggler reversed. And now Mr. Money in the Bank lying in wait like a tiger out of the weeds into the crossface. That's that wasn't a rope break. That was eh. I don't know about Murphy's call on that one. But Ziggler says, man, fuck it. Just take the cheeky, dirty heel way. But Harvey Hastings is a dirty, dirty heel himself. He knows the game. Able to escape there at the count of 2. Ziggler putting him right back down on his ass, though. Up to the top rope again, man. Ziggler loving to fly in this matchup. Gonna try for that crossbody again. Hopefully this time he won't get reversed. No, instead Tom, I don't think that landed as he wanted it to. Wasn't exactly perfectly executed. Got the job done in the end, though. Took Harvey down. As Hastings back up, snaps the arm over the shoulder. United States champion shoots in, hook to the jaw. This will be a big, big win for Harvey. Of course, it'd be great for Ziggler to get some more victories under his belt after getting his first of the season on Fusion, defeating Willis Moon. Lateral press now by Double H. Not even a 1 count. Jacob Ziggler, let's get back up to his seat quickly. Knife edge chop, lights up that chest, puts him right back down. Again, Ziggler just wants to get to his seat, does not want to stay down in a vulnerable position. Irish whip puts, oh no, rebounds off the ropes. Chest bump. They glide by each other, their hands touching. This is a love event after all. Into the corner though, maybe a vintage Ziggler. Cheeky buckle bomb, no. Up on the top rope instead. Puts Hastings' legs outside of the ropes now. Meets him up top, and there's nothing pretty coming. Hastings way superplex, but Ziggler not done. Follows through with a Falcon Arrow. That takes some power right there, baby. Into the pin. That being enough to knock off Hastings nearly. That was a close call. Ooh, mama. Holy guacamole, am I right? Jacob Ziggler doing a bit of arguing with the referee, thinking that was a 3 count, but now goes back on the attack with another sling. Oh, nice shot of Ziggler's ass right there. We know those hips don't lie, as Ziggler once again pouncing on Hastings and just unloads all over the face, as Cop would say. Look at these forearms, man. Hastings trying the best to protect himself, but some of those shots getting through no matter what. Kick to the midsection. Oh. Oh! Tiger bomb. Woo! Oh, Ziggler brings out that new weapon of his. Don't turn around, Harvey. Claymore, no! Moves out of the way, diffused. Harvey Hastings saving his life right there, but doesn't save him from getting busted wide open with that knee smash. Now Ziggler with a desperation pin, lateral press. Jesus Christ, Harvey's already bleeding fucking real bad. Donning that proverbial crimson mask. Trip up, though, by Hastings. The assassin slowly brings Ziggler to a seated position. Kick to the back, misses. Ziggler, a former footballer. He knows all about them kicks. Sees him coming. From behind, though, German suplex. Whew. Just throwing him. To the apron. Up top. Gonna go for that blitzkrieg, baby. I think he is. Yep. Oh, blitzkrieg by Hastings into the pin. 1, 2. Oh, only a 2 count. Not enough. Ziggler already trying to get back up to his feet out of pure instinct here, I'd have to imagine. Harvey Hastings looks to mount a comeback here, wants to stay in control, forearm smash, kip up, even though his face is just bright red. It's that inverted atomic drop, then the scoop slam. Like it ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Harvey Hastings letting us all know that he's A-OK. And wants to win this matchup. Ziggler on spaghetti legs. Headshot. Gonna take him down. Very competitive, high intensity matchup. Back and forth at his bed as Hastings looks to bring it all together. Over the leg, but only a 2 count. Hastings can't see and believe it. Hands atop his head. But perhaps a second blitzkrieg will bring him the victory that he so desires. Or maybe going to try to lock in that submission hold of his, the Anaconda Vice. No, we got a long road home right there. Got a Megan Cooper poster on his wall at home. Up to the top rope. Ziggler kind enough to roll into position as Murphy tells Harvey to get down, but Hastings looking to pull it all together, baby. Blitzkrieg into the pin a second time. Will it do it? 1, 2, 3. It will. Harvey Hastings victorious over Jacob Ziggler. The United States champion with a great win for himself here on this live event. Yeah, I have a Megan Cooper poster. The one where she's covered in baby oil, though. Harvey Hastings nabbing himself a great victory here over Jacob Ziggler. And here's what did it. A headshot had Ziggler in La La Land. And then, okay, it doesn't show the second blitzkrieg. That got him the 1, 2, 3. Hastings, bloody, looks like a warrior. Jesus Christ, man. He got blood all over. Coming out of his mouth. Break a little bit. Break a little bit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as always, thank you for joining me for this episode of Monday Night Fusion. If you like what you saw and you want to see more, make sure you do follow me so that you know when I go live. I will be back at it again on Thursday for Reality Wrestle, and then Friday for Genesis, and Sunday will be the 5th annual King of the Ring special event. We now know everyone who will be in King of the Ring. We got Chris Diamond, Johnny Columbus, Logan Hale, Miles Kelly, Ryan Kent, Crow, Matseo Yume, and Andrew Briggs. So that's quite a lineup. One of those men going to make history and get a future world championship opportunity. All the past episodes on my YouTube channel, linked on my Twitch info page. You want to check those out on our website, cmvwrestling.com, which you can sign up to if you want your call on the show. You're more than welcome. ! Join in the chat. We'll give you a link. ! CMV will let you know more about us. Official CMV_ is our Twitter if you would like to follow us for news and all that kind of stuff. So I will see you guys. Thanks for joining me. Happy New Year. Have a good one. It's a love event. That's all. Just a big love event.